politician in future.
Yeah, and I mean, it's probably it's not so distant future because we need young people in politics right now.
2023 is not far again, man.
You know, if you see me run for presidency, I'm all for that.
Okay. So can you practice how you go to wave as president? Would you be waving like this or not just peace you go to do? So how you think wave?
No, I'll be a man of the people. Not chop knuckle.
Chop knuckle. Everybody chop knuckle with your durag, man. Chop knuckle.
Yeah.
Man,
Hip hop president.
Hip hop president. Your head is there. All the housemates have like different personalities that many people fell in love with. For Prince, a lot of people fell in love with the fact that he was very reserved. You know, he was calm and he really did not. You won't see him doing all the. If they are shouting in the house, it's not Prince who made them. But instead, he was always focused on his own journey in the house. And the fact that he could make her again was something a lot of people liked. So we're going to be speaking with him in a few seconds from now. We're going to ask him about, you know, if that was a strategy, being calm, if it was just being a strategy. And where did he learn to make hair? And is he really a prince from a royal house? Join in, guys. So I don't know how to pronounce your name. Like, your name is Prince Nelson. And we're...
Yep.
Is that the correct pronunciation?
Yeah.
Yeah. What does MRM mean?
It means I have God, you know, like bountifully.
So I have plenty God.
Yes.
So if I want to say God is plenty in my life or God is much in my life, I can say Chineke MRM. Why do you laugh now?
It's complicated. It's not that straightforward, but yeah, that's what it means.
That's what it means. Okay. So what university did you attend? And what did you study in school?
University of Calabar, studied pure physics.
Pure physics?
Yes, pure physics.
Oh, wow.
I always get that reaction, yeah.
Like, why would first of all, physics on a normal level, normal secondary school physics is hard. You now said you wanted to go and study the one in university. Wow. What? So the whole thing is quite funny because I'm looking at you now and I'm looking at the stuff I found out about you. You were Mr. World Nigeria in 2019 and you were Mr. Nigeria in 2018.
Yeah.
But you were studying physics. But you understand why it looks two different. Do you understand?
So yeah.
Yeah, so
yes. I get that.
How did the whole thing happen? Why did you decide that you wanted a career in entertainment? Because modeling is part of entertainment, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So why did you decide, knowing that you were coming from a pure scientific background, why did you decide that you wanted to do this?
First of all, with what I studied and what I am doing right now are two different parts of me that I kind of find a way to synergize. And that's because I love science, you know. I love, someone would say I'm kind of like a half nerd. I like to study stuff. Yeah, I like to study stuff, read a whole lot of things that on a normal day people won't want to read. Okay. Initially, I actually wanted to study astronomical physics or astronomy.
Oh, wow.
But yes, but I think as at the time there wasn't any school that was offering that. But the whole modeling thing, acting and all of that was a passion I had from childhood. I always wanted to be on TV. Okay. You know, whenever the camera is in my face, my eyes just lit up. So I'm like, why can't I do both? I don't necessarily have to use my degree in school. Mm-hmm. I can, the way it was, you just go in today, you don't necessarily have to use your degree in school. You can use your talents and make money from it. Yeah. So yes, I got the knowledge and I was satisfied with it. And sometimes I still just go around reading other stuff, you know, studying about astronomy and all of that.
Oh, okay.
But the whole entertainment thing was like a passion I had, and I'm happy I'm living the dream right now.
Oh, okay. That makes that answer. I really like that answer. Do you understand? So basically, what you're saying is now that you're doing entertainment, you're acting, you're modeling. Tomorrow we can see you working at NASA.
Something like that, yes.
Okay. I feel like when you were in the house, not even I feel like when you were in the house, a lot of people liked your character. You understand? They if you look at Twitter and everything, they're always like, Prince is so calm, he's chilled, he's reserved, he's this, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, this guy looks, how do I put it? You didn't slip up at all. You maintained that from the beginning till your unfortunate exit from the show. So the question here is that who you are, or was that all part of an act? And I'd like you to answer as honestly as possible.
Okay.
Was it a strategy for you?
First of all, I'd like to say that my exit from the house wasn't unfortunate. For me, I feel like I left at the right time I was supposed to leave.
Oh, okay.
It was all, I feel like it was God's plan. I always said it's God's plan.
God's plan.
Then also to answer your question, me in the house, that's 100% who I am.
Okay.
I didn't go in there with any strategy, because one thing I've learned from watching this show over and over for several years is the fact that you don't want to go into the house with a strategy. Let me give an example. You're a bad person, and you want to go into the house and claim that you're a good person. There's only so much you can take.
Okay.
You can't pretend for that long. Some ways, somehow you will slip up, and your bad side will come to show. And now when you leave the house, you have to continue with whatever character that you portrayed in the house. If you say, you want to come to the house and be a very bad person, and you're actually a good person, what if the people hate you for it? And then when you come out, you have to, no matter what you do, you can't convince people that you're actually a good person.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes people come into the house with a strategy, and someone else comes into the house with the same strategy, and the person is better than you at playing that character. The person beats you at your game, and then you're lost in the shadow. So for me, I was 100% myself. My friends know that. My family know that. The same way I am, I was inside the house the same way I was even before I went into the house. And it's definitely the way I am right now.
Oh, okay. Your name is are you actually a Prince, or your name is actually Prince? Because there was a little bit of confusion about that at some point.
I have asked that many times, even from the first day I walked into the house.
Please,
I am actually a prince. Yeah.
You're actually a prince. So basically, what you're telling me now is you could either be a model or an actor, or you could be an astronaut, or you could be a king in future. I know. Let's.
You can say that. You can say that.
So if I say future Igwe, I'm not wrong.
No, Allah, we claim it in Jesus' name.
Please
I'm more for that.
Remember us in your paradise, in your kingdom. You understand? Okay, so where did you learn to be? How do I put it? I don't want to just say where did you learn to make hair, because I feel like it was more than just hair. Where did you learn to be can I say hairstylist? Is that the right word? But please, where did you learn so much about hair and women's hair, or even men? Where did you learn about hair, basically? Let me just put it like that.
For me, I like to learn, like I told you earlier, I like to learn new stuff. Not just with the science stuff, random skills that people normally wouldn't pay attention to.
Okay.
So, and I hate being bored. So back in 2012, when I was looking for admission at the time, and I hadn't gotten admission into school, I had like another year to stay in the house. So I just decided, what do I do with all of this time I'm going to do? I'm going to be at home. So I went to get the training, and I worked in a salon for a year before I got admission.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what was going through your mind at that time? Because definitely not every guy would decide that, okay, I needed to learn something, and would look at the salon and be like, it would be nice to learn how to make hair. Do you understand? There are a lot of other stuff. I'm just giving it 100 with you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Definitely, a lot of people will not even come into their mind. They would rather be like, okay, are you sure I'm not gonna learn maybe carpentry or something. But for you, you decided that was hair. Why?
Yeah. For me, I saw it as something I just wanted to use to keep myself busy with. Because like a couple of months before that, I was actually learning makeup from my elder sister, because as at that time she was a makeup artist.
So it's not just makeup. Wow. Okay.
Like I said,
yeah,
these are just stuff that I just like to learn, and it's not as if I learned it to use it as at the time. I was just learning it for learning's sake, so that to just have the knowledge. And after that time, I never used it. I never worked anywhere else while in school or after, up until into the Big Brother house, and they say, "Oh, we're not giving you people hairdressers now. You have to make your own hair." And I'm like, "You don't mean it." You know, what are the odds that I'll be the only person who has enough knowledge about it as at the time? So
So hair companies that will be watching this interview, man, get at your boy, man. Do you understand? This is you guys have a candidate already. Get at him, man. Holla at this man. Use this fame for something. So I think I heard you say you wanted to open up. Now that this is a business you like to go into, right? So are we going to see a print fashion empire or hair stylist empire in future?
I mean, yes, it's something that I would definitely love to delve into right now. You know, I never gave it a thought before, but right now, seeing the opportunity that is going to bring my way, I would definitely want to go into it. And if I want to do it, I'm going to do it well. And I'm open to like brands and all of that.
Oh, okay. So Prince, the physicist, astrologist, astronaut, Prince, makeup artist, and now I've gotten all this in less than 40 minutes. Wonderful. So let's talk about some of your relationships in the house. What did you admire the most about Tolani Badge?
I feel like this question has been asked before.
Baba, forget, they go ask you tire, you never say anything. Shebi na you enter house, you go see, no worry.
Okay, I'll just keep it short. I liked her presence, I liked her vibe, you know. I liked the fact that she knew, like, she was a very confident person. She knew who she was, and that really attracted me to her. And we could, you know, have like intellectual conversations, and that's it.
Okay. I don't know. Did you people practice your answers telepathically? Like when I spoke with Tolani a few weeks ago, now almost the same thing she talked. You know, I like his vibe, and I'm like, kidney believe that. You guys, like, the synergy, man. At least regarding me, like my interviews and everything, it's almost the same thing. You guys answered, man. So obviously, I'm going to ask if you're going to. If I know you've answered, like you said, you've answered a bunch of it outside. But are you going to continue the chasing now that you're out of the house? Like
so am I going to do what?
Are you going to continue chasing Tolani now that you're out of the house?
I mean, for now, it's about my my career and everything. I mean, I know that we did have a few things to talk about and settle, and I don't want anything to seem forced. So I haven't seen her. I just saw her briefly when I got to the hotel where I'm staying. And because of how busy I've been, we've not really had time to talk. So when we talk, we'll find out if she still feels the same way, and if we can work anything out. But apart from that, for now, I'd just like to keep it that way. If anything's going to happen, you guys will definitely find out in due course.
Okay. This is just, if you want to keep this as short as possible, this is fine. If not Tolani, like that you showed interest in during your time in the house, was there any other person that you were looking like that? Okay, something could happen here. Because you remember how you and Nengi were playing at some point, but that fizzled out as well, Paul.
Well, I mean, it is Tolani, so why do we have to talk about if it wasn't?
Smart guy. Smart guy. Okay, so please tell me your plans for the future, man. Now you have this platform. You understand this is something a lot of people, I'm sure you know already that you were watching the show a long time ago, so you know how this thing is. So what are your own plans for the future?
Before going into the house, I mean, I wanted to go into the house to show my talent, of course, you know, the life and all the stuff that I had to offer to the world. So coming out now, I want to go into acting, you know, hosting, agriculture, and I also had like a clothing line I was putting together before I came into the house. and definitely in the future, politics and a whole lot of other stuff that I feel like you guys are going to see in due time, because I have a lot planned. And yeah, I'm open to brands and all of that. So yeah,
we should stay tuned, because you mentioned politics now. So let's add it to the official list you have. So physicists, astrologists, everything now, politician in the future.
Yeah, and I mean, it's probably it's not so distant future, because we need young people in politics right now.
2023 is not far again, man.
You know, if you see me run for president, I'm all for that.
Okay. So can you practice how you go to wave as president? Would you be waving like this, or not just peace you go to do? So how you think wave?
No, I'll be a man of the people. Not chop knuckle.
Chop knuckle. Everybody chop knuckle with your durag, man. Chop knuckle.
Yeah.
Hip hop president. Your head is there. Your head is there, man. So this happened. I don't know how early this happened, or I don't know how recent it was. But is this true that you asked your fans that there was a GoFundMe account that was created for you, and you told your fans not to donate or not to bother? Is that true?
Yes, that's actually true. I wasn't aware of the GoFundMe stuff, so I woke up and I saw it, and I was like, nah. I mean, that's a very, very kind gesture for people to keep you in the house for that long and still feel the need to want to donate money for you even when you're out. I feel like that's a very kind gesture. It shows genuine love and support for you and your brand. But I mean, we're considering the trying times that we're having right now in Nigeria and the way things are going, people are not earning that much. They've already given me enough, man. I feel like it's time for me to start giving back to them. And, you know, with my winnings and with every other thing that I probably have planned for them, you know, because I always like to give back to my society. I feel like you can't be a successful person if every other person around you is not eating. So that's just the reason why I was like, when I don't try, man. But I mean, I like to bow out on this one.
Okay. All right, Prince, thank you very much for speaking with me, man. I really wish you the
Thank you very much
in your career. And but before you go, tell me, who do you think is going to win? Knowing what you know now, who do you think is going to win?
Well, I mean, definitely if you talk about who would you think, what the question probably should have been like, who do you want to win? But then I would have loved Dora to win.
Okay.
Between Dora or Lakon, because they are like the two of my closest people in the house right now.
Okay.
But coming out now and seeing the way the dynamics of social media and everything, because I just got into my phone last night. Yeah. So I'm like, Lakon is most likely to win. But if he's winning, I want Dora.
You want Dora? All right, man. Thank you very much, man. I really wish you the best in your future endeavors,
thank you very much,
man. So Prince has just told us what he wants, his own plans for the future. He's feeling for Tolani Bad. And I'm sure you enjoyed it. Even me personally, I didn't know this guy. He is multi-talented, man. He studied physics in school. He wants to be a physicist in the future, astrophysicist. He wants to go into politics. He wants to do a couple. He wants to be an actor. He wants to continue the modeling. He wants to do a lot of stuff, man. I can only wish him the very best in his future endeavors. Guys, don't forget, please always follow. Please remember to follow Legit.ng on all platforms. And you can follow me as well. It's Abisola the Great on all platforms. Till we bring the next sketch to the way. Peace, guys.